Hello, comrades, and welcome to War Thunder Ground Forces. It's been a while since I actually uploaded anything War Thunder in English, and I did promise, so here you are. Here we are. Yeah, English. English hard. Me not good sprechen Sie English. So, for those of you who keep asking, you know you're in the beta when pressing events at special hours of the day, basically in the evening or in the morning. And you see this, or if you want to make it even simpler, you go to the Germans or the Soviets and you have an extra tab. As you can see, the British do not have an extra tab, the Japanese do not have an army tab, the Americans do not have an army tab. Duh, it's only Germans and Soviets. Duh. This is the research tree, the tank tree for the Germans. You start out with the reserves, the Panzerkampfwagen 2 auf C. Get a Panzer 48T, you can unlock pretty early. I don't find it that great. They didn't use it because the gun is kind of meh. 20 millimeter of penetration at 32 at 500 meters. Meh. Then again, it's slightly better than the Panzer 2, but you could also get the Panzer 3, which has 45. So, and a bigger shell bosom. And then you can unlock. Obviously, you have to go like so, but you have to unlock the previous tank if you want to say the Tiger. You need to unlock the 3M, the 3L, the 3F, and the 3AE. Same with the Stugs. If you want to get the Jagdpanther, you need the Panzer 470, which is a Jagdpanzer 4 with a Panther gun. The Jagdpanzer 4, the Stug 3F, and the Stug 3A, which is the short howitzer gun. It's not great. And obviously you have Flak Panzer and anti-aircraft machines. So far only two. You get the Flak Panzer 1 as Germans, and then the 37cm Flak 46. And the top of the lines for now are the Jagdtiger on the destroyer line, the Panther 2, which looks fantastic, and the King Tiger B mid KVK 46 as the gun. And I do really love the way the Panther looks, the Panther 2. Yeah, it looks great. It's gonna basically reveal your position to anyone looking, but it's great. It's not really historical, but it's plausible. Basically, the Panther 2 was actually developed before the Panther F, I believe, or even the G. Basically, after the A or the D, I believe it's after the A version came out, Hitler wanted a more heavily armored Panther. But if the war had gone on, it's it's feasible to believe that the Germans would have used the heavily armored Panther 2 and upgrade that, put 88mm on it, and of course night vision devices. And yes, these are night vision devices. Looks great. And you'll notice this about all of the machine. They look great. As long as the machines look great. King Tiger, baby. Looks great. The Tiger looks great. You saw that one. There is a bit too many variations, which is something War Thunder does a lot. Basically, there's two Panthers that are basically the same. They just look different, which is a bit problematic when one of them is actually rank 4 and one is rank 3. Because with one you can only encounter T-34 85s, with the other one you're gonna get into T-44s, Su-100, and the like. But they look different, which is good. Variation in the looks at least, if not the effectiveness of it. That said, since it's closed beta, stuff might change, probably will change. Some of the tanks are broken, like the Tiger 1 easily killed, which is disappointing. While some just don't want to die, like the Panzer IIIM, which looks great, by the way. I've always loved the way the Panzer III looks. I like the one without the skirts, but the 3M is just a beast. It can take shot after shot after shot. My favorite, obviously, is the Panzer IIIL. I just love it. It's just, you know, has a nice profile, and I love it. Obviously, there's always the good old-fashioned Panzer IV F2, which is the first Panzer tank that actually has a good gun. To be fair, the Panzer IIIs do have a good gun, but it's not as effective as the 75mm on the F2. And obviously you have the annoying ones. No, customize. Ta-da! Yep. It's not very effective unless you're shooting heat. But yeah. And of course, yeah, I'm gonna show this anyway. You have the flags, which look great, you have to say. I love it. They bugged us to all hell at the moment because you can shoot them with an AP and they're not gonna feel it. Probably you should shoot a high explosive one with it, but they look great. The Soviets actually have fully wheeled ones, and this one's a half track. Flak Panzer, always nice to look at. You know, if you're a masochist. Always nice to play in. Easily killed, but at least you can shoot down enemy airplanes, and there are enemy airplanes. Obviously the Stugs and the Capture Sherman, which is just great. I love it. I've always had a love for the Shermans. I don't know why. Not this one in particular. I don't like this shape, but the other ones looked a bit better. That said, I did manage to play with this a bit in training battles, basically testing areas, when you could test them. You can't test them anymore because Realism test drive them. But it just looked, it felt great, just not $50 great. The main advantage of it is a fast-firing 75mm gun and awesome gun depression, which is a problem for most tanks in the game as of yet, especially when you consider the fact that the Soviets don't have any gun depression at all. And you know, a scout car, because, you know, well, scout tank. Yeah, Yak Tiger. I haven't actually looked at it. Let's see how well it looks. It's a Yak Tiger. Come on, what do you expect? It's a big ass box with a big ass gun. But you know, it's a big ass, heavily armored box. Then you have the Soviets, which start with a T-26. Has a lot more penetration than the Panzer II. But at their tier, they can each penetrate each other. And while the T-26 has a more effective gun, the Panzer II has an autocannon, which overall ensures you actually kill the target with the first magazine. But you can just shoot a burst of 4 or 5 shots, and you're probably gonna kill the T-26 before he can put 2 in you and kill it. It's not a bad looking machine. I had fun with it, but I do enjoy the Panzer II more. Unless you encounter the currently broken machine. T-50, which has 40mm of sloped armor of doominess. No, really, this is like the most broken low tier tank at this at the moment. But you know, beta's beta. It's even better than the Panzer IIIM is at its tier. It's just heavily armored and very hard to kill, and has a fast-firing gun. It's also a fucking scout tank, so you can zip around the battlefield killing everyone. Fun to drive in, but you know, broken. You might notice though that the tanks are not actually balanced against each other. So you'll actually have at rank 1 the Z-30. God damn it. Click on it, customization. And this is a pathetic little machine with a massively overpowered gun. The problem is because the damn, look how silly it is. Because the machine is the hull is so crappy, you're actually gonna have problems hitting targets at ranges. If you miss, you're gonna have target problems actually adjusting the fire, because the smoke is so god damn it, English hard. Because there's so much smoke from the gun and so much recoil that you're not actually gonna have time to observe where your shots fall. God damn it, English. You get it. Basically, it's very hard to shoot shot after shot on target with this gun, because you can't actually observe where your shots fall, and you can't actually adjust your fire accordingly, which is something other tanks do much better. But it's 95 penetration at 500 meters at rank 1. It's a bitch. And this thing is probably the only thing that can actually kill the T50. Probably. And then obviously you have the T60s, if you like fast autogun mediums. Always fun. Don't drive them because I don't like scouts, basically. T50 is an exception. You have the T28, which is it's a heavily armored tank for its tier, not as heavily armored as the T50, and it's fucking huge, like bigger than a Panzer IV, I believe. And the gun is shite, as far as I'm concerned. And then obviously we get to the T34, all of them, like all of the fucking T34s. The L11 1941, the 1941 other one, the longer gun, the 1942 version, the 4457, the 3485, and another one, D50, and another one, then the T44 and the T54. And of course you also have two KVs, KV1 and KV-ZIS-5, which is not bad, but basically at this rank, at rank 2, Soviet tanks have good or decent armor with massive weak spots. Shoot a KV here, is gonna die. Shoot a KV on the each side of the gun mantle or the turning, it's gonna die. But overall, if you angle it properly and if you drive it properly and the guy shooting at you has no idea what the weak spot is, you're gonna bounce a lot of shots. Unless you get shot by Panzer IV F2s. That said, the gun is really a bitch, and the T-44 L11 shares the same gun. It's not that good a gun, but then again, you are fighting Panzer III Fs, I believe. No, Ls? Right, Panzer III Ls and Panzer IV F1s, you know, the short gun versions. So you can kill them, but the gun is not great. The gun gets better, but not by much. And obviously you also get stuff like the Su-76mm, which again, at the beginning of the game, the Soviets have tank destroyers with good guns, or great guns, but crappy armor, while the Germans basically maintain their armor advantages and good guns, with the exception of the Stug 1, the first version of the Stug, which is this one. It's Stug 3A, which has the howitzer. It's not a great gun. I'm saying good armor, but it's not that great. It's 50 armor. It's kind of flat, as you can see. But basically, you need to hit here to penetrate. Hit anywhere else, it's gonna bounce. It's a lot of slope, except here, right? Obviously, 50 armor is also what the Panzer IV has, which it's not a lot, considering what's shooting back at it. And hitting this here is probably a guaranteed penetration, as well as the turret. But then they actually... No, let's be honest. After that, the Soviets continue to get bigger or more dangerous guns on their machines, but the armor, it's not great. Basically, the armor kind of follows along at the same rate as the T-34, which means no armor. Basically, as you can see, on rank 3, the T-34-85 still has 45 sloped armor, which is not great when you're facing Panthers. Which, it's a problem, especially when you consider the fact that the Soviets do not have gun depressions at all. Anyway, then you have the, what many believe are the broken machines. The Su-122 howitzer and the Su-152 howitzer, which are incredibly accurate and unbelievably deadly. Now, meh. I'm reserving my opinions on this. I don't believe they should be quite this deadly, but more importantly, I don't believe they should be quite this accurate. But there's a forum for that, so there's that. And obviously the line ends with the ISU 152. Going through the SU-85s, SU-100, and yeah, it's another howitzer. And the ISU 122, oh, two of them, huh? Which basically has the 122mm gun on them. Same one on the IS-2. While the IS-1 has an 85mm gun, because, you know, when fighting tigers, 85mm is enough. Which is, actually, it is enough when you're fighting tigers that are broken, but against panthers, no, unless you're hitting a weak spot. And not even then. The 122mm on the other hand, yeah, it's a great tank. I want to get it, but I'm basically stuck grinding the the Soviet tanks. They're horrible. I hate the KV-85s. I hate the heavy tank line, because if I make a mistake, I'm gonna die. And you don't have a respawn, while the mediums have 2 respawns. Well, two tanks can can die once in a battle and still get another tank in play. But the T-44 kind of suck for me. I just can't play them well. And yes, obviously the KV-2. Howitzer guns, like the KV-2 howitzer tanks, the SU-152 and the SU-152 and ISU-152, are not that great in simulations and in battles fought at long ranges. So while they are great in close quarter battles where they can ambush tanks and one-shot them from any side, no matter where they shoot, in field battles they're gonna be mauled to death, unless the guy actually knows how to shoot. And speaking of how to shoot, the gas anti-aircraft gun. Told you. Kinda moves a bit weird. The mechanics are not quite there for wheeled machines, but better is better. Unfortunately, the Soviets do not actually have a premium Sherman, which is weird since Germans have them. I do believe a premium Sherman will be available to Soviets. It's silly not to have one. I mean, the Soviets really received a lot of Shermans and Lend-Lease and British tanks, as well as a lot of American tanks. You know, Shermans, Leagues, and the Soviets usually liked the Shermans over the T-34. The Shermans were, well, more comfortable. And this is the top Soviet medium tank, T-54. You'll notice that this doesn't have a Great Depression either. And the top Soviet heavy tank is the IS-4M, which, you know, looks just terrifying. Okay, enough bumbling about. Let's actually play a battle or two. So, in order to play battles, if you're in the beta, which you already established, if you are in the beta, you're gonna have an army tab on the Germans in the Soviet line. You need to go to events and select one of the 3 tank events. This is the arcade tank events, the difficulty level arcades, the realistic battle tank events, and the simulation tank events. I'm gonna do one of each, so so you can see the difference, and then I'll basically kinda maybe try to explain what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game. What I don't like the game at this point is that it takes forever to actually find the battle, which is disappointing. There's only 62 players in arcade waiting now, and they're split up between rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 5, and 4. 4 and 5, So we're gonna come back when we actually find the battle. There it is, we were. I'm gonna take the Tiger one so you can see how broken it is. And go for a battle. Since this is an arcade, you are gonna encounter tanks from the Soviets and the Germans side as enemies, so you need to remember that. I need to remember how to walk around these parts. The main difference between arcade and any other game modes is the shoot here elevation, the crosshair. Basically, you see the cross, the white cross in the circle? That's showing me where my shell is gonna fall if I decide to shoot. make shooting in arcade infinitely easier. As you can see, showing me that if I shoot there, I'm gonna hit and I have a great chance of penetrating. So an enemy tank there. It's also gonna show in arcade the name over the enemy and the outline of an enemy tank. Pretty sure I saw something there. Come on. Okay, fine, we'll shoot that one. Basically, this just guarantees a one-shot kill, or at least a one-shot hit on anything in arcade, which is why not many people play it. I'd even go as far as to say that this is just worse than it is in World of Tanks. Come on. Obviously, it's not World of Tanks. The tanks, even in arcade, the tanks just feel great. And there you go, we have a tiger, and the cursor is showing me I can't penetrate them there. Come on. It's still very hard to actually shoot on the move, and it's still easier on the defensive side. Oh. Well, I got the gunner and the loader. Unfortunately, current mechanics as they are, the gunner will be out for only 20 seconds, and the loading takes longer on the tanks. Yep, there we go. Just sounds great though, doesn't it? Shooting an 88. Fun fact though, the 88 actually has less penetration than the Panther 75mm, I believe. It's a 75mm? I think it is. 5 velocity, right? The maps are, however, kinda small, and some of them are quite claustrophobic. But some of them are not. Jungle is a pretty wide area full of jungle, and the beach where you can actually engage in open fights. So map variety is kind of small. There's only one real simulation map, which is just huge. The best map you'll ever see in a tank game so far. Anyway, it's not enough of a tier 3, which is why I didn't actually have much to shoot at except that tiger. Did manage a penetration strike on him, didn't kill him because reasons. It's kind of hard to kill some of the tanks. You have to be lucky and actually manage penetration. So, what else? What's the difference between arcade and realistic? Controls are a bit easier. I feel the tanks are a bit lighter. They still feel like tanks as opposed to, you know, RC toys like World of Tanks. But, you know, it's easier to control. And you can do some crazy maneuvers like drifting in a fast enough tank in arcade. Not something you'll do in simulation. Oh, hello, Mr. Panzer IV. And you'll actually see this a lot in arcade. It's actually easier to fight in third person than it is to use the aiming time, the gun view, because obviously you have a crosshair and it's gonna show you where you're gonna shoot. In realism, you're not gonna get a crosshair. You're not gonna know where your shell is gonna fall. Whee! Really, driving a red tank. Well, it's arcade. You can drive whatever tank you want. It's still gonna show up on the map anyway, and I'm still gonna see it. But hey, it's fun. So in realism, you're not gonna see where your shell falls, and in simulation, you're not even gonna get a name over an enemy tank. So you're actually gonna have to use a eye and shoot something to know if that tank is actually dead or not. Oh, it's coming that way. Okay. We have an enemy. Oh, he's rushing quite fast. Or not, I think it died. Do we have a tiger? No, didn't die. Oh shit! I failed to actually strike the the Panther, but I did break his gun. His turret traverse. Really? And kill his gunner. Unfortunately, remember what I said? Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to actually shoot before he can shoot back. So you wanna hit there. You don't wanna hit the gun mantle on the Panther, it's not gonna work. You need to shoot it on the sides of the gun mantle where you know the turret is exposed. I'm gonna show you in garage. Actually, no, it's going well. Used to be a lot more problematic arcade. I think I'm gonna go back to playing some more arcade. It's especially with the Russians. It's kinda shit playing with the Russians in simulation where you know it's full of panthers and tigers and they all outrange you and they all have better gun depression. You know, it's like in real life. It sucks to be in a tank that comes up on tigers and panthers. And now I'm going to go in the enemy spawn, which is probably a bad idea. Damn it. Well, his gunner is... fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go back because he's gonna shoot me again. And wait for my reload. Again, you saw what I was aiming, right? I didn't aim for the gun mantle. I didn't aim for the front of the armor because the front of the armor is gonna bounce a lot, even 88s. And you know, it's better to shoot when... oh shit, he's invincible. Because you know, it's a spawn, you have the 7-second invincibility. Luckily, he didn't actually kill me with this shot. Unfortunately, my gunner is dead, so I need to actually kinda go back and try not to die. Luckily, he's the noob who can't shoot. Unfortunately, I had the tiger behind me. So, tiger's fun. Oh, they actually changed it. Didn't know that. So, looks like these days in arcade you're fighting again garage battles, right? Now, whatever tanks you have, you're gonna use those, and until you lose them, which is, you know, like they used to do in arcade, like they do. God damn it! In warplanes, well, War Thunder, the plane game. In the airplanes, right? Okay, so I'm in a Panther, he's in a Tiger. He can still kill me if he knows where to shoot. And I don't have an artillery on me. But he has to come out and wait until the gun, the tank doesn't move, which is gonna give me a lot of time to actually shoot him. Oh, come on. No, actually, we do not want to angle against a Tiger. Yep. The Panther does not have side armor. Also, yeah, that you can break off the skirts. It does have, well, it has side armor, but not great side armor, so you don't actually want to show your side, especially the turret sides. They're easy to penetrate there and died. Well, that was arcade. It was fun, I did well. Disappointed that I didn't actually kill that Tiger, but to be fair, it wasn't a great choice. Yeah, sure, why the fuck not? And that's delicious. Unfortunately, the grind has become really annoying. I mean, extremely so. And it's actually faster here than it was in than it will be. So I don't know. The grind's a bit of a bitch. Right, I'm gonna show you now realistic battle. In here, you are not gonna have fight in garage battles. You only use one tank. The one you selected. I'm selected the the Panther because you know I can fuck up and still have a tank if that one dies. That's it. While we're watching, weak spots of the Panther. Not a weak spot. Not a weak spot. Kind of a weak spot, but you're gonna actually hit the transmission and the engine and not actually destroy it in one hit. Commander Cupola, it's not really a weak spot. You're gonna kill the commander, wound him, but not enough. Fucking light is poor. What you wanna do is hit here. This is the easiest place where you can actually penetrate the Panther. There is also the, as well as here, there's also the shock track effect. Basically, if you shoot under the gun, in the gun mantle, when the when the curvature is low, the shell might actually ricochet and penetrate the weakly armored part and detonate, which is actually the easiest way to actually get a kill if you can manage it, which is why I actually shoot here. I rather penetrate the turret anyway, because it guarantees a gunner knockout, right? Can't shoot me back. If I do it here, it's not a guaranteed penetration, right? It might not go all the way in. Fortunately, now we're gonna have to wait because there's only 26 Soviet tanks at rank 3 and 48 German tanks in realistic, and that's actually split between what is it? Between the first half and the second half of rank 2, basically. Panzer IV Gs and occasionally Hs get to fight one battle, and the Tigers and the D Panthers have to fight another one. They don't usually mix together. Sometimes an H will mix with Panther Ds, with Panthers and Tigers, which sucks for the Panzer IV H. But most of the times, no. So while there are 23 players, 25 players on the German sides, not all of those will be included in our fight. So we need at least 15 or something like that that have T-34s, 85s, or IS-1 or Su-85s. And here we are, Kuban Conquest map. Actually, me and many people consider this to be one of the most horrible map in the game so far. Basically has just two sides, can't choose any spawn, and it's not great. It's not great at all. Unfortunately, it's even worse for the Soviets. If the Soviets try to attack, they'll actually be engaging hull down tigers and panthers. Excuse me, hull down tigers and panthers, and the panthers and Germans basically have better gun depression, as you can see here, while the T-34s and IS, basically all the Soviet tanks have pathetic gun depression, with the exception of the rank 1 ones. The T-26 has a decent gun depression. I believe the T-50 also has a decent gun depression. Basically, this is the difference between the main difference between realistic and arcade. No garage wars. Damn it. And no crosshair. So you don't know where the shells are gonna fall. You have to manually adjust your fire, your height, basically. You don't need to adjust left or right. It will never fall left or right of the shell. It will only fall down or up. So, you know, you need to learn the ranges of the tanks. You do have a scale. God damn it. Which basically tells you how high you need to raise the gun. But it's not easy if you're coming from arcade, where you just, oh, I'll need to raise the gun up, the circle up until the cross is on the target, which is, you know, easy to do. Not so much here. We have a tiger with us. I do believe there is also a slower combat pace. I mean, the tanks move slower than in arcade. They the gun elevation traverse is slower than it is in arcade. I don't think I want to go here. And basically the movement is also slow. Somebody shooting a tiger. You will still get names over the enemy tanks, but you will not get oh, by the way, planes. Yes, there are planes in the game, in case you weren't paying attention. Yes, you can actually shoot them down. No, it's not really easy. I've half shot a B-25 down with a Panther. Hitting the tail was so satisfying. Unfortunately, you don't get that many experience in points for shooting down airplanes, and the same applies for aircrafts. They don't get as much XP for blowing up tanks as they do for shooting down airplanes. Disappointing, but eh. Okay, so as you can see, gun depression in action, and there's a T-34-85 over there, which we can see in third person but not in first person. He's moving pretty fast, and he has seen me, and I fucked up badly. So did he, but as you can see, you can't actually go outside and just go, oh shit, I'm gonna shoot you. You just get on around the corner and shoot him. I don't see him. Fuck. Bounce. I'm actually using this guy for cover. And it's actually hard to see if there's something blocking you. God damn it. Or, you know, if there's a mountain in front. You can see the antennas on them. Is it behind? Oh, there it is. To the loader, which is not great. And as you can see, he's struggling with his gun depression. Oh man, I can't believe I missed that. So it's an entirely different game now that I actually... Oh, still looking at me. Now that you don't have a crosshair. Fuck me, I can't believe I'm missing this. And my fellow Panther is pulling the fuck back. Why? But he is. Ideally, you want to actually abuse, well, trick the mentality of the players. You want them to shoot you where your armor is strongest. God damn it. And yes, T-44-85s are have a buggy gun mantle. Actually, turret front. God damn you. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go up and shoot you from there. It's a better idea. And there you go. That's how a tiger dies to a T-44-85. Yeah. So again, you don't want to show the enemy the front, the side of the tank in a Panther. God damn it. I really need to see where exactly he's penetrating me. He took out my turret traverse, so I can't move it. I have to wait for 1 minute to repair. Yep, repair times are a bitch in this game. Luckily, he didn't break my gun. That would have been problematic. So, medium tanks do have artillery, but I haven't upgraded the artillery on this one. So, yeah, that guy actually knows how to play. He's basically using the armored turret in a hold down position, and he's kicking our asses so far. My pal retreated. No, he's still there. He's still there, obviously. As you can see, you can't actually just charge forward. It's not gonna work. And I do need to actually have my turret repaired so I can come out and shoot him. If we had artillery, we're just gonna be dropping. We would have dropped artillery on each other, but we don't. So the idea is to actually come out when he's moving, not when he's looking at you, because he has enough time to actually aim at your position. Okay, he's moving. God damn it, and again. He did it again. I don't know how he did it again, but he did it again. And I wish I had some holes, but yeah, it's probably hitting the corner of my turret, which is standard, because I'm just showing him that side. That's why you actually want to show him the entire hull of... Oh, fuck me. 2 minutes now. Well, he's dead. But I'm out of the fight for 2 minutes. I can't move, and since my turret is broken, I can't even turn the turret and defend myself if somebody comes from another side. But yeah, I was coming out and only showing him the right side of my turret, right, from this angle. So obviously he was gonna shoot me there. He knew where to shoot. He had the superior position, and I'm gonna say he had the bugged turret, which bounces everything because obviously Soviet armor. But yeah, it is curved heavy armor, but it's not as curved as the gun mantle of the Panther. And actually a consistent slope, one direction slope, is actually better than a rounded turret, right? Because at the point where it is, where the angle changes, it's gonna be flat. Unfortunately, now I'm unable to move for 1 minute, and there's not many of us left. They did last 3 of them. As you can see, the skull on the right, they have lost 3 of them. That means those at least are T-44s. Medium tanks. Medium tanks have 2 spawns, and I'm just I'm one of the worst in my team. What, I got some NTA and I bounced a lot on that fucking Panther. The guy flying, the guy that isn't dead, is the Peshka, obviously. They have T-44-85s. They're killing players. I'm still waiting here. So yes, repair takes a time, which is problematic. And, most people will actually abandon the tank if they can't kill you, or they can't defend themselves. It's a bug at the moment that you can't actually shoot him. And they're on A. There we go. You can't actually get the kill if somebody abandons the tank, which is disappointing. But it is, well, abandoning the tank is something people used to do in World War II. The Tiger, the British captor in North Africa, was abandoned because the turret got stuck, right? It's a bug currently that you don't actually get the kill because you were the last one to disable that tank, so you should get the kill. But beta, close beta. Right, so they're in A. I'm gonna try and go help that Tiger there. Yeah, I can see how fast it is, 55 kilometers on a Panther. The Tiger isn't that much slower either, it's 40, I believe. Which makes the Panzer 450 one of the slowest tank destroyers and tanks in the game. I think he's there. I want to come up here so you know. Well, he died. And there's two of them. Which is a problem, and he saw me. God damn. Probably more than two of them. Obviously, maneuverability is an issue if you don't have speed. And I really do not want to come over this ridge. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. So, fun stuff. My gun was damaged. And when I shot, the shell exploded in the tank. No, I'm dead actually. Nope, 3 minutes. I'm not gonna wait for that. Abandoning the vehicle. So yeah, because that guy kept shooting me in the turret, he managed to shoot one and damage my gun. And when I fired there, I actually blew up my gun. The shell didn't lift the cannon and it exploded. Which is disappointing, and obviously the enemy captured us because our Tigers were morons. Well, some of them. You'll see a lot of this, a lot of people who believe they, because they have Tigers, they are entitled to actually charge the battlefield and get slaughtered like the ships they are. You also see a lot of Russians doing the same thing, but yeah, can't do this. I need to find a defensive position there. There's 3 T-34s over there. And I'm alone. It's one Panther against T-34s, 85s. I can do it if I'm in a defensive position. I can't do it if they all come from different sides. They should know I'm in a spawn because, you know, they saw me. And you can also use the sound to identify where the enemy is shooting from, as well as the giant smoke they release. Oh. Oh, he's behind me. Of course he is. No, I didn't actually. Took out a lot of his shit, but I didn't. And now he doesn't have the gun depression to shoot me. And obviously I bounced on the turret. And I do have people on my left. Luckily that guy is an idiot, busy with shooting anti-aircrafts. For now. And obviously now we see invisible tanks. Because there's grass in the game and I have it turned off. Oh fuck. Nope. Come on. I did shoot him that. Okay, don't repair. That guy's gonna come behind me. Okay, now we need to turn to face the other one. He's gonna come out again. Okay, now we need to repair. We have the time. Oh, and he called artillery because you're a massive pussy. I might die now. It's possible. Well, my track will be repaired in a couple of seconds. well, you fucked up. You missed. Artillery is not reliable, but it will get you a kill at one point or another. Also, since I'm alone against 4 of them now, and we have a plane that's missing the bombs, I'm gonna pull back. It's a good defensive position I have here. Lost him on the run. And he's using artillery to spot me. The artillery is bugged. Well, bugged. It's stupid as it is in the moment. Oh, another one. Okay. Yeah, shooting artillery again, because obviously you can do that. And he saw one of them moving here. So I need to pay attention. I'm losing because they took out the position. Woo, that was close. No. That's bullshit. How the fuck did I not hit him? He did fuck up my gun though. So once again, we are fucked. I'm curious how long the repair is gonna be, but it's a lot, it's a lot. Probably doesn't know. Okay, 1 minute. Probably doesn't know I'm repairing and that I have the turret broken. If you know what you're doing, you can have fun. You can destroy the enemy. Now I'm the best in my team score-wise. Because I'm... Uh-oh. Go away! Nobody likes you. But yeah, unfortunately we can use the artillery view to actually cheat. Look over the hills and the shit like that. He's probably repairing as well, which is why he didn't came out to fight me. They still have 2 tanks, which is one there, another one someplace else. And an airplane, a Peshka. I might want to have to go attack, but you know, in 10 seconds. Not anymore, because he's come. Okay, there's boat on the left. 5, 4. Come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 1. Turn. Scoring artillery, man, for the 3rd fucking time, and I don't have the gun depression here. Oh, no, okay, I'm pulling back. I can't come out and fight him there. He's basically waiting for me with his friend. Oh, come on! Ah, of course he fucking gets lucky on the move, because fucking me, no, of course he does. And then there's that back, he can actually lift anytime, because obviously Soviet tanks could do this. Close beta, everyone. I did fight a heroic battle and my team was fucking retarded. However, I got shit experience. I really did. I got fucking nothing. 5 kills. Oh my god! Now this is shit. I need 10,000 experience for the King Tiger. And I'm getting 191 experience. Fair battle with 5 player kills. Actually, 2 player kills and 3 on tier cup, but those don't actually matter. They give the same, which is stupid. 1,344 points. That's stupid. Nah. And obviously that's the problem with medium tanks. You kill them and they know where you are. Fortunately, I fucked up there. I should have fired faster, but I wanted to hit the T-34. Come on, here, because this is almost a guaranteed kill. Hitting here is not a guaranteed kill. I should have done it, but problem is tanks don't actually have good speedy gun elevations, or so it takes a while. And he basically got lucky, shot me on the move, and obviously he hit me somehow magically because a T-40-45, and he magically penetrated and blew me up in one shot. Yeah, right. Simulation is gonna take a while. Because there's only 9 Russians split up between T-40-45s and T-44-57. It's gonna take a while. But frankly, I'm gonna show you a simulation next time. In short, simulation gives you commander view, which is kind of like this. Actually, even closer. You can basically your view is gonna be over the commander point, and you can't see the tank from behind. You can actually look and see what's wrong with your machine. There is even less information, and the enemies do not have a name over their tanks. As I said, you have to know. You have to use the map, which is probably gonna be changed anyway, to see where the enemy is in the general vicinity, and then look there and see the shape of the tank, and shoot him to be convinced that that's actually a player and that's actually not a dead tank, right? It's difficult, but it's fun because a lot of people don't pay attention to the map. I mean, anyone who's played World of Tanks will tell you this. And you can use that to your advantage. You can basically flank heavy tanks, you can flank the Panther, which is the easiest way to kill them. Unless, you magically shoot and blow him up while on the move with a T-44, but yeah, that. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and next time I'm gonna show you some simulation battles. I hope you enjoyed the set, and I hope you'll excuse my tantrum and my ramblings in the beginning of the video. Goodbye everyone, and of course, like and subscribe if you like the videos, and share your feelings in the comment section down below. Have a good day, and good luck trying to get in the beta.